Oh, my goodness, dude. Hockey can be so stupid sometimes. What a dumb game that was. Like, this game was the tale of, 3 or 4 games intertwined into 63 minutes of total playing time. Yes, the Vancouver Canucks won. Yes, there were 9 goals. Yes, I probably should be ecstatic. Okay, yeah, they won. Amazing. They scored 5 and it was a 9-goal game. So it was probably really exciting, right? And that's kind of the reputation that a 5-goal game or a 5-goal win and a 9-goal total game would probably imply, but no, this game was frustrating, this game was filled with so many problems, and this game was pretty much just 2 non-playoff caliber teams going at it. Like, my gosh. I cannot stress the quality of play between both of these teams. You could see the flashes of brilliance once in a while from guys like Elias Pettersson and, of course, Timo Meier. You could see that there was talent on display, but just the way San Jose plays in overtime, the way Vancouver plays on special teams, the way these teams bounced back, it was like, okay, this is a game that is featuring 2 non-playoff contenders right here. Like, even if one of these 2 teams sneaks in to the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs, you know that they're not going to do anything that's actually worthwhile. So this game, 5-4 win in San Jose for Vancouver. It's a pretty big one because there are a few very notable Canucks returning over here. Firstly, Quinn Hughes. He was positive in the States, therefore he couldn't actually come back to Vancouver. Now that games are being played in the States, he is actually going to be available. Unfortunately, it's only going to be 1 game played for the States for Vancouver, as the next game is going to be back here. I don't really know what the border situation is going to be like, but we just know that Quinn was able to play tonight. Same thing for Matthew Highmore. He was activated back onto the lineup. For San Jose, you had 2 pretty interesting names on that roster. Former Vancouver Canucks Jonathan Dahlen as well as Jonah Gadjevich suited up, and I was kind of praying in my heart, I just want to see a goal. A goal from one of these guys. If it's Dahlen specifically, that's going to be so poetic. Having Ryan Johnston, the main Utica Comets guy back when Dahlen was with Utica, part of this team, and I don't even know if he was actually at the game, but let me dream. We have ourselves what is a very good first period from the Vancouver Canucks. We get 2 goals. Brock Boeser, 15th on the year, assisted by Miller and OEL. This was a very nice play where the Canucks are cycling it around the San Jose zone. You could kind of see the spin cycle sort of activate right here. Eventually, OEL swoops back to the blue line, drops the puck off for Miller. Miller notices the defender pinches in. He takes it. He cross-creases it. Brock Boeser has an opportunity to just rip it on net upon getting the puck, but he waits a split second and, moving forward with his momentum, is able to find the perfect angle to shoot this over the glove of James Reimer. It's 1-0 Vancouver with 6 minutes left. What a beautiful goal scored here by Brock. And it was one of those kinds of plays where it's like, you put me in that situation, you put me in Brock Boeser's shoes or in his skates, trying to get that pass to pull off that shot, I'm probably pulling the trigger right away and making a forced stop by the pads of Reimer. I wouldn't really have the patience to hold on to it for an extra second and shoot it over. This is kind of one of those plays where Boeser shows off how good he is. Dare I say, he's increasing his trade value. I tweeted out Jack Hughes in a very facetious manner because of this goal. We also had, of course, Quinn Hughes just a few minutes later. The puck bounces around and eventually San Jose tries to swat it out, but Hughes, turning around, is able to keep it in. He just knuckles it. He shoots it from the far left half boards, and it goes off the ground and in like it's a knuckler, so it bounces, and it initially looks like a Highmore goal where he tips it in, but no, the ruling is Quinn Hughes, 3rd goal on the year, unassisted. Vancouver is up 2-0. Boeser and Hughes on the board. Of course, we can't escape this game without talking about Petey too. Before we get over into Petey and the actual points that he had, let me just say this right here. This was one of the best games that Elias Pettersson has played in a very long time. In the first period, he was so confident, and you could see that confidence surging throughout the rest of his game from the second to the third, especially in overtime. His ability to just quickly dangle by guys or put the puck in a different area, spin around a guy, and then take the puck back away to open up a passing lane. Like, he was crazy. Harry Houdini magician right here. Inside, outside, Pavel Datsyuk-esque. We are starting to see Elias Pettersson really revive what is let's just say a bad Vancouver Canucks season. Like, he's looking fantastic. Sure, $7 million, not worth it for the player we saw in the first few months of the season, but man, oh man, if we could see Petey grow and develop on this path that he has been on the past few weeks, I'm starting to think that $7 million could start to look like a steal, but of course we have to wait until he actually starts getting hat tricks every game and scores 10 goals in 10 games like he did to start off his career before we come to that conclusion. Capiche? Second period, we go over and the Sharks score. Yeah, not a good one. The Canucks had a good offensive shift, good movement from Miller, Horvat, and Meier specifically, but the San Jose Sharks take things back. Eventually, it's a long cross-crease attempt from, I believe it was the left face-off circle, and it goes off of Tyler Meier's stick and in. Thatcher Demko, sorry, you couldn't really do anything about that one because Myers, man. We'll talk a lot more about Tyler Myers as this game goes on. Höglander immediately afterwards has a great rush. He almost forces a goal himself. Eventually, the Canucks get a power play when Barabanov trips Petey. They don't convert because the Canucks power play sucks. And then the Canucks actually get one back when it's even strength. It's Kyle Burroughs who picks it up. He shoots it and it looks like he scores. There you go, trade value for Burroughs going up as well. But no, this one's actually off of Lammikko's leg and in. So it's 3-1 Vancouver off of another goal from Juho Lammikko of all people. That's it, eh? He's actually been pretty good this season for what he was supposed to be. This was the only shot of the period at 11 minutes in, and it made it 3-1. Eventually, we get some 4-on-4 hockey. It's Jeffrey Vale and OEL who go to the box each for roughing, and the Canucks look really good on this 4-on-4. They look really casual. You could see Elias Pettersson using the open ice to dangle around guys even more. Petey walked in with a wrister. Miller drived wide and tried to force a goal himself. Eventually, though, we had ourselves Brock Boeser who went to the box, and this is kind of the start of when the Canucks really started to make everybody worry, because it's Timo Meier who, on the left face-off circle, gets the puck and he shoots it. It goes right through that Demko. Like, I never like to blame the goaltender, but this one was a really bad one. It escapes right through his arm, and his body looked like it went through his armpit. And Thatcher Demko did not like that goal, of course. 3-2 for Vancouver after this one. The Canucks go to the box again, and San Jose ends off the period on the power play with Thatcher Demko making a series of miraculous saves here and there. It's 3-2 to kick off period number 3, and yeah, it's Timo Meier again who takes a feed off of a very good San Jose spin cycle passing around play. Meier, Timo Meier as the left-handed guy on the right side. He's the trigger man, and it's a cross-crease play that just absolutely embarrasses the Canucks defenders. Their special teams are kind of garbage in this game, and it's now 3-3. 3-3 in a San Jose Sharks game where they actually look like they're starting to get the pressure on. The Vancouver Canucks are laying back, it looks like, and the Canucks are just being given power plays after power plays after power plays. They go 3 straight power plays without registering a shot. What's going on here in Vancouver? The special teams are losing them the game. Miller goes to the box afterwards, and it looks like San Jose is going to take the lead right here. Okay, their special teams have been sucking the entire game. It looks like they're going to go out there and lose, but no, they actually kill one off, evening out all the power plays that they didn't convert on earlier on, and then Vancouver actually scores. Pettersson made some pretty good moves to enter the zone. A cross-crease pass from Burroughs to Garland gets saved. A scrum ensues, and Garland pots it up and over Reimer with 5 minutes left to make it 4-3 Vancouver. The second shot of the period for Vancouver, and the 7th shot since the end of the first period, and the Canucks have the lead at the 55-ish minute mark. Eventually, you have yourself some more really great stuff. Garland went through the legs to center a pass for Petey, but Petey's stick broke when he took the shot in the slot. Mott and Miller had a 2-on-1 in the last minute that was stopped up by James Reimer. And just when you think this game is over, it's 1 minute to go. Vancouver has their heels on lock. San Jose, 6-on-5. The empty net is out there. A long shot from the point gets deflected down and into the corner by Tyler Myers. He clears the zone, and San Jose comes right back in. Tyler Myers comes up to the play and he pinches, and when he pinches, it opens up a lane for Barabanov to go right by Tyler Myers. He gets the puck, he gets the pass. Travis Hamonic is guarding the cross-crease pass for some reason. There's like 3 seconds left in the period. Barabanov comes in, he shoots, he scores, he rips it up high, off the bar and in. He ties it with 0.6 seconds left in the third. Tyler Myers, what a brain fart. Why did you pinch there? Why'd you pinch? Travis Hamonic, what a brain fart. Why did you not take the shot? It's the last, 2 seconds of the game. Don't take the pass, bro. Ay. It's easy to say it in hindsight, I get that, but still. Those two, they have made a severe and continuous lapse of their judgment. And San Jose ties it, 4-4, with 0.6 seconds left. And you start thinking to yourself, okay, wow, the Canucks really suck, eh? This is going to be another one of those losses where the team just ends up being the moral victory kind of thing because, you still got points from all the guys you wanted to get points. And to the Canucks' credit, as I did say, this was a tale of 3 or 4 games. The Canucks looking good at the beginning, the Canucks sucking on special teams, the Sharks coming back to life, and eventually in overtime. The Sharks kind of blew it in overtime, to be honest. They allowed the Canucks to change by holding onto the puck behind their own net for an extended amount of time after taking possession in the neutral zone. You also had the one Shark who just fell behind the Canucks net, giving possession to Elias Pettersson or Garland or whoever the heck it was. Pettersson, by the way, in OT, magnificent. This guy dipsy-doodling, dangling around, doing the deception right there. What a crazy sequence in OT by Elias Pettersson to fight for the puck in the San Jose corner. Eventually, it's the Canucks who have the puck in the Shark zone. They cycle it around. They take, actually, another delayed power play because there's a penalty for San Jose that gets called. Vancouver moves it around. It's 4-on-3. Eventually, Miller shoots it. He scores it. And that's the game. That's the game. A lot of Canucks fans, I think a lot of people should be like, okay, yeah, we won, Miller, let's go, LFG. But, I kind of looked at this game and I was like, man, thank goodness they won. I was more angry than I was happy. Finally, you guys score when you have the man advantage. And this wasn't even really a power play. It was just an empty net 4-on-3 situation. There's no 1 for whatever on the power play marker. You're 0-4. San Jose was 2 for 3 in the power play. Canucks had to get bailed out a few times here, but what a weird, bad game. That was not a good quality game, even though we had ourselves some good, okay quality goals. Talk to me in the comments, what do you think about tonight's Vancouver Canucks action? 5-4 in OT in San Jose. I hope you enjoyed. This was Charles 99, and bye.